What's going on, you guys? This is Dear Unity, UNITY. Just a little vocals, just a tad bit on this morning, y'all. Today is October the 25th, 2024. I'm actually making this video way ahead of its time. By the time I post it, it'll probably be November. And the reason why I'm doing that, for safety reasons, because guess what? Your girl going on a cruise. Yeah. Big pressure. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely giving. So I'm so excited. I'm actually at my friend's house right now because they're gonna take me to the place so I can go to Houston, like the airport or whatever, so I can go to Houston. So to meet up with my sister, which shout out to my sister Mary Ann. Mwah. She had surprised me with this trip, this cruise, and we're going on the Carnival Jubilee, and she surprised me with this like in September. Both our birthdays is in September. Hers is on the 24th, mine is on the 28th. Because of course it was meant for somebody to come through, you know what I'm saying, to be an opening act, because the main character is always the last. Save the best for last. Now just playing. We got like little on running jokes about, birthdays and who's the favorite. But nevertheless, shout out to my sister. She surprised me and told me that she was going to take me on this cruise. We're going to be going for 7 days, you guys. Oh my goodness, 7 days. I honestly have not been on a trip by myself in years. And I did turn 35. I think the last time I did the video, it was like a day before my birthday or the day of. I can't remember. But I haven't been on a trip in so long. And when I tell you guys, I'm just so thankful and grateful, because the tongue is a powerful thing. I kept saying to myself, I was like, I want to go on a cruise. I just kept putting it on my vision board. Before I was like, oh, I want to go out of town. I want to take trips. I kept saying I want to go on a cruise. And if I remember saying something in the video when I got my passport back in May, and I remember saying like, hey, I got my passport, but my bank account saying something else. I was just like, but nevertheless, I got my passport, because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And I was so happy I was saying that, and I was just speaking into existence, because I kept saying like, hey, you never know, somebody might end up, being like, hey, you got your passport, you want to go on a trip, and it's like you steady trying to figure out stuff, and oh, I ain't got one, I got to go apply for one, when you can just be like, yeah, I got it. Because you just never know how things can, I'm sorry, it's early, it's like 6 something in the morning, but you never know how things can, like, come out and stuff like that. So I am so thankful. She surprised me and told me, because, and it kind of brought tears to my eyes, because I mean, she didn't have to do it. So I do love my sister for doing that. She just was like, hey, I got you a ticket, it's going to be 7 days. We going to like 4 different places and stuff like that, and I am just so blessed and honored. So you guys, that's what I'm doing. I was kind of nervous because I'm leaving, especially my kids, for 7 days. But yesterday, as I was, preparing and talking to my kids and just getting them ready, my son had said before we went to, like, before, I went to bed, he was like, Mom, enjoy yourself, have fun. He was like, you deserve it. And you guys, that brought tears to my eyes, because in reality, I just was like, my son, which just turned 11 in October, on October the 7th, for him to say that, even my kids, because they all have grown, they're very beautiful, intelligent, smart, handsome. I just love my kids. And then for my child or my kids to feel like, Mom, you deserve a vacation, or what I'm saying, just enjoy yourself, we got it, we okay. Of course they're gonna have supervision, but I just was like, I was so proud, and I was just so thankful to God, because that's something that I also said too. I was like, I want to be able to travel with my kids and also without my kids, and then I don't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to worry about, oh my God, what's gonna happen, or sometimes you are in situations where you cannot do what you want to do, because you just don't have I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all like, what you got them glasses on? But I was trying to put them on because I didn't want to. But you know, I'm just so thankful. Yeah, I just can't get over that fact. I'm just thankful. So with that being said, far as my birthday, I had a good birthday. So, you know, this was the year that I turned 35. Honestly, this is the last year that I probably celebrate my birthday, like far as like having a birthday dinner, far as like, you know, doing an event and stuff like that. I did do painting with a twist. So it was fun. I had invited some people and stuff like that. But this probably will be my last year celebrating my birthday with a group of people. I think that I really would like to travel. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that I would like to go out of town, probably experience something else, like I don't know, go on another cruise, do a trip somewhere, you know, just to kind of like pour into myself. So this was the last year and I wanted to celebrate. So shout out to everybody who did come. For the people that did not or wasn't able to make it, that reached out to me, I appreciate you too. Thank you for the texts, the calls, the messages, anything that you ever did, like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So I'm thankful for that. Let me tell y'all about these RSVP. So this is just what something that I noticed too by planning a party, that people will tend to like not RSVP, or they won't even give a courtesy of being like, hey, you know, I can't come when this and that. And I just kind of realized how stuff kind of flows out. That's the reason why I was like, I don't want to probably do birthday parties no more, because it's a lot. I don't know, for the even for the people that's planning it. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, even when it comes down to my kids' birthday, anybody that know me, I more so give my kids what they want for their birthday, because you look up and you spend all this money on decorations, you spend all this money on the event, and you know, and stuff like that. And sometimes people won't even bring to a gift or a card or anything. And I just think that that is so crazy. I'm not just talking from my experience, I'm just talking like just for in general a birthday party. So because I know some people like, oh no, don't say that. And you know, it's so funny because growing up, people, especially when I started having kids and I didn't do birthday parties for them, and I remember somebody was like, well, oh my god, is it like some type of childhood thing that you don't do birthday parties, or you know, like I was going through something. And I was like, no. Like my mom, honestly, she was a procrastinator, but my mom always went over and beyond for our birthday. Like if she had it, she do it. Like she go in. And it was times where she didn't have it and we had to sacrifice and she had to make a way out of no way. But I appreciate her and everything she did. But you have to understand, sometimes people's childhood will really reflect on how they grow up and how they handle their kids. I seen my mom being a hard worker, working 12-hour shifts, giving us everything we needed materialistic wise, but and you know, she makes sure our health and stuff like that is up to par. But I also noticed that she missed out on so much time. She missed out on so much time. She missed out on so much, you know, like even on her own personal, you know, journey and stuff like that in life. Like she didn't even get to, it's probably stuff that opportunities that she passed up and stuff like that. And she was just like, I wish I would have just took those opportunities. Yes, you probably would have to, you know, sacrifice and might have to go through a little something for a while. But the long run, it would have helped her out. So I appreciate my mom and really for being an example, a positive example, and you know, just kind of leading the way. But that's that on my birthday. I also wanted to talk about me getting thick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm so funny, but no, but yuck, I'm getting a little too happy. You know how to be like, oh my god, happy weight, happy weight. Dad's getting too happy because I'm sitting up here on this camera. I'm like, golly, it's giving belly and everything. But let me let y'all see, because you know it ain't never been out. Your girl is getting on up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's giving. Y'all can't see in these black tights, but don't ever play. I'll just land, but but I'm just, let me tell y'all, I am genuinely, look at me, I know I butchered and messed up that word, but I'm so happy. I'm just happy. I'm happy in every area of my life. I did say that I want to do another career path. I was talking to a friend of mine, and me and them was discussing just, just in the long run as far as the future. I'm 35 and I do want to make smart investments. That's my thing. Like, I want to be able to make money in my sleep. I have said this so many times. Like, I want to have different streams of income and stuff like that. That's something that I'm speaking into my future. And then also to take more trips, to do more content and stuff like that. So you guys bear with me even when it comes down to me doing content, because it's kind of like, I know sometimes people be like, oh my God, you post every day. But the thing is to be consistent. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to be consistent, because you got to understand, if somebody follows you, 9 times out of 10, they're following you for a reason. So it's kind of like, if you sit up here and they don't know when you're going to post, they feel like that you off and on, then of course they're not going to really kind of keep up with you. Versus if you always putting it in their face, and, always making for sure that you, doing stuff or putting stuff out there, it puts people on their mind. And some people just respect the fact of, oh, you know what, let me support them. Because I see them working hard and involving into, you can only get better. Like, I tell my kids and stuff like that when they doing something, I'm like, whatever you're doing now, whether it's like the makeup with my daughter or hair or, sports and stuff like that, as you can only get better with time and being consistent and being like true to your craft. So that's something that I want to do. I want to really be more consistent, and I really want to be more organized, and I want to see a difference. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm still filming. Like, I do my videos on my Android, like my old Android camera, because I just feel like that, hey, it don't take that long to load. I don't have no issue with it. It ain't too botchy. But I do that. I still upload on there, but I do want to see a difference in, how I edit my videos and stuff like that. Because I do feel like, with time being, I want to see stuff evolve. Like, I want to look at it being better. But I notice people love authentic. They love when you being authentic, you being your real self, and you'll be surprised what takes off. Crazy thing about it, cause I'm gonna wrap it up. I ain't finna be on here talking too long, cause I gotta get ready to go. But crazy thing about it, I remember, who is that? What was going on at the time? Oh, YouTube. So, for example, I've been trying to be on the road to 1,000 for the longest. I'm like at 950. And then something had kind of like made me think, like, you know what? With time, I'm going to be patient. When it comes down to anything that I want or desire, I'm still going to be patient, because I feel like I'm not being as patient as I should be and trusting the process, because it is going to take me a little bit longer, because I'm not doing nothing to basically put myself out there and humiliate myself. And when I say that is that I'm not having no scandal. I'm not making up a storyline. I'm not doing skits. I'm not sitting over here making certain things and, kind of like trying to make a name for myself in a way that people are going to talk about me, but it's in a way that can hinder, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can hinder me. And I ain't knocking nobody hustle, but at the end of the day, yes, we know drama sells. But you have to think like this. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people on my timeline saying this. It's so funny, because they do a video, or they do a video, or they write a status, and then next thing you know, you got all these people come in crazy stuff, saying stuff or whatever, and then of course they I guess they finally get fed up, and then they be like, oh my God, you guys are really helping them with their income. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time you typing and going back and forth with a person. So just remember that next time you think you finna get on social media and have a debate with somebody talking about, oh my God, you this, and that. They getting paid off for that. Every time. That's why a lot of times they keep it going. Like, I literally seen a girl post a status just so she can go viral, so she can get the income. Because she like, I don't care. And then some of you guys come back and be like, well, this is a joke, but you're playing with your livelihood. That's the only thing I just was like, I don't want to do. I don't want to get on here making up a story and being like, oh yeah, so my baby daddy did this and we'll do this, and I just got into a fight. I don't want to do all that. I don't wanna have to sell myself short because I have to understand I don't know who's watching me. I don't know who's being inspired by me. And it's so crazy because my dad reached out to me the other day and he was just like, I just want to let you know you're so beautiful. I love your style. He was just like, and he said something and he was just like, you know what I really do love about your personality and style? He said, you're not doing nothing to, uh do something, like you're not doing nothing for someone to be ashamed. And that's true because I have 3 kids and my kids, honestly, their friends be like, I see your mom on TikTok. I said, and then I try to be funny. I was just like, wow. So that is true. Like, you never know what a person think about you when they're looking at your videos and your statuses and stuff like that. You don't know who you inspiring. You don't know who you discouraging. You don't know. Your tongue is a powerful thing. So it's kind of like be mindful of when you say certain things or you do certain things for attention. That comes with a lot of issues too. Cause promise you on there talking about, oh, I remember this one girl, she was like, I don't this look at my 4-year-old room. And the room was trash. Like I'm talking about to the point where you would have thought that somebody came in there and robbed her. I thought the bed was flipped over. She had clothes, the toys and everything. And she said it was her 4-year-old son room. And then she got mad because people was like, okay, but you posting this, but why are you not checking up on him? Why are you not, setting down rules? The first thing you do is pull out your phone and then put yourself out there. Now, granted, she got a lot of views and content off of it and probably income off of it. But at the end of the day, why do you want somebody to think that of you? Like, your kids should be sacred. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff shouldn't even be on social media or people should have an opinion about. Because these same people would sit up here and take that same information and then report you because she ended up getting kicked out of her last place because somebody had reported it. The leasing office had seen the apartment. And they came through. See how they just, like, yeah, she got paid. She probably got paid at least $1,000 and some dollars only off that video. But then when the rent people seen it, like the leasing people seen it, they did a check. They came through. They checked the apartment. It was a mess. And then they stood up here and said, no, we want you out. Because this is clearly a violation. Like, it was some type of violation. They were just like, they didn't want to renew her lease. And then she was so stressed out because she's like, oh my God, now I got to move. And some the lease and all. I was like, but. So I don't know why, but that just made me think, like, be mindful. So I don't know. I'm just rambling. But I'm going to wrap it up. But yeah, you guys, shout out. Thank you guys for all the support and love. Like I say, I'm going to enjoy myself when I come back. I'm going to do a video and probably do an update of how I felt about the trip. I'm going to try to vlog. It's not going to be no connection. They said it's not going to be like no internet and stuff like that. Well, it's internet, but it costs. So it's just a lot that's going with it. So this will be my first time, which I'm grateful and I'm blessed for, because I really do want to see the experience and see if this is something that I want to continue to do and do with my kids and do with the person that I'm dealing with and stuff like that. So we'll see how this goes. But I am going to say this. Be mindful. It's going to be November, you guys. Write your plans down. This was on my vision board. This was on from last year, the year before. Crazy to think about it. Like I said, and say, when the year that I finally got my passport, turned around and set up here and I turned around and I set up here and now, I'm going on a trip. After I already had thought to myself, like, I ain't tripping because I know I ain't got the money right now to be taking a trip that I need a passport. So, I just still have it. And then, bam, God then bless me. And next thing you know, place somebody in my life to sit up here and say, hey, you got your passport? Let's go on a trip. You want to go on a trip? I got you. Yeah, that's favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's shout out to it. This time last year, I was in a situation with my house and stuff like that, my living situation. I was staying somewhere that was very nice, but I didn't really want to have to renew my lease because it was very expensive also. And I was like, no, I don't want to be working to just have a place to stay that I can't even be in all the time because I'm always working. So God ended up blessing me with a townhome, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, by the end of this year. By the end of last year around December. So it's going to be a year that I was in my place or whatever, and I'm just so thankful. So like I said and say, I just want to encourage if you have stayed this long to listen to me ramble, but just be encouraged. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know that your time is coming. It might not look like nothing. Don't always assume that your situation is going to affect. This is how quickly your life can change around. Like I said, say, by me being 35, you know, some people like, oh, you 35, you too old to be doing this and that. Your age. It's so many testimonies of people life taking off when it come down to certain things, you know what I'm saying, in their future. I have seen actors and actors to be like, I didn't get my first, you know, big deal until I was 36, or I didn't get this until I was in my 30s. Them 30s hit different. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love my 30s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting thicker. I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life is great. My kids are growing and they're being like, I'm proud of them. I was just looking at a video the other day of them when they was kids, and it's so funny how their personalities are so different from when they was little. But I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. So for that being said, be encouraged no matter what's going on in your life. It might not look like something, but this is how quick, like they say, late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. It's going to work in your favor. That's just how crazy the things can go. God literally has not always been there when I wanted him to be, but he always been on time. And to be told, if it didn't happen or if I didn't get it, I'm not worried about it. It wasn't meant for me to be. It's not my time. So even with my YouTube channel, I don't know when I hit 1,000+ subscribers and stuff like that, because I stopped saying 1,000, because I turn around and get that 1,000 and can't grow after that. I said 1,000+. So that means over and beyond. And I don't know when that one video, when that thing might take off, but whenever it do, I'm grateful. And I know that I didn't have to do nothing to compromise my self-respect, to embarrass me as a mother and a woman. And that's all that matters to me. It's like, take me as I am, or have nothing at all. Now, wait a minute, this belly is bellying. Nah, but I'm gonna have to see, because you ain't gonna lie, before I got where I get banned off of TikTok. I got banned off of TikTok. And this is so crazy. I got banned off of TikTok, which I don't understand. I think it's when I had posted them swimsuits or something like that. And the crazy thing about it, I said that all this ratchet stuff I be seeing all on TikTok, and they sensitive. But you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that, because maybe it was a sign for me to start all back over. That's why it's very important to, when you post your content, post it on every social media platform. Because just imagine if I would have just been on TikTok alone. People be stressing and going off the rim because they be like, oh my God, all my videos, everything I work hard for. That's why it just made me think, like, keep on posting on every platform, so therefore you know that you always can see it some way, somehow. But you guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta finish getting ready. Love you guys. Mwah, you and I, T-Y.